Hi there and welcome back to the previous week trade recap because I have been out and I wasn't able to make a trading recap. Also, this will be a really short one because I only took one trade and I have been out of the market for 1 week, and I thought a pause would be a nice option because I wasn't feeling the same excitement that I used to for the market, and I think that now we are back. And on the previous week I only took one trade and it was on Tuesday. The bias on Tuesday was quite easy. Here we swept this high inside the survival gap and we rejected it like a really clean sweep, and we had this bearish structure and we had this liquidity down here. This is a really good target, and on Tuesday we were around this zone. So zooming in on a 15 minutes, we were bearish, so usually what we want to take is shorts, but because we had this low and we had this survival gap, I thought that we could have a small movement to the upside. So going into the day, I wanted to take shorts, but when we swept this low, I thought that because here on this 15 minute we have this clean sweep, I thought that we could target these highs, and I will explain it zooming in on the 5. Here, as you can see, we have some engineer liquidity. We have this high, this one, and here we have this 930 high, which, as we already know, this is a really good liquidity pool. But the problem about this one that I forgot to in a moment is that this is a protected high, and for this to stop being in a protected high, we have to take the buy side liquidity. And in my opinion, at the time, this was a buy side liquidity, but the buy side liquidity was the overall one. And because we were a little far from this buy side liquidity, I forgot this one and I just thought that this would be the buy side liquidity. And if we zoom on a 30-second, this was the initial play that I wanted to take on the day. We swept these highs inside of our value gap, created this protected high, and inversed this 30-second, leaving the 930 below here, which is a really good liquidity pool. And this would be my target, and this will be my trade for the day. This is a really clean signature in price, and we have taken this a lot of times. But this quickly became invalid because we swept this liquidity, and after sweeping this 930 low, sometimes we can have a retracement, and the retracement could stop me on this trade, and then, and only after then, taking the low that I wanted. So after this trade became invalid, I stopped thinking about it. And when we took this, manipulated it down, and inversed this 1 minute to the upside with the liquidity that I just talked about here, I thought to myself that this would be at least a decent trade to try. I knew this wasn't the best, but here we have a small change in the state of delivery, we have the iFVG, and we have this order block that we created after it, above here. Also, if we go on a 5 minute, we also inversed the 5 minutes here, which is a small one, but there's something that I didn't saw. I was trading on my phone, I wasn't trading in a PC. It's easier to see on a laptop, and this is a rejection block. After sweeping this high, this is a protected high, and all this wick is a rejection block. And here we tap the rejection block and quickly rejected it, which made me lose my trade. I took this 1 minute to the upside. It was my only trade for the week, and it was a straight up loss. I felt nothing about it, and I just wanted to wait for the next day. In this day, I kept looking for charts, but the market just expanded lower, and after sweeping this, I thought that we wouldn't have a really clean setup. We had this 30-second that I saw some people take, but this isn't really my bread and butter. So I stopped trading for the week and I made a pause because I was on vacation and I didn't saw any more trades. I know that we had some decent ones, but that's it for the previous week. Now I am back, and let's see what we can take out of this week. I'm really confident. I have some excitement for this week, which is something that I haven't had. In the previous days I was having more anxiety than excitement. So this is good. I feel good, and let's see what we can have. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.